tonight. And if we cannot answer all your questions tonight, we will post them on the website as a Q&A. I also want to remind you we'll be recording tonight's session to post on our website for your convenience. So a big congratulations go out to Bronxville, Dobbs Ferry, Florida, Harlem Valley, Irvington, Millbrook, Wappingers Falls, and West Point for reaching or exceeding your 2015 Girl Membership Goal. We thank all 106 service units for working so diligently to recruit new volunteers and girls, and thank all of you for your ongoing recruitment efforts. If you need any support in your spring recruitment efforts, please contact any one of your community development managers, and they would be happy to support you. Watch for an upcoming recruitment webinar to support you in all your upcoming recruitments. This will be for recruiters and service unit managers and any other members who support your recruitment efforts. This slide is a reminder that here at Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson, we want to support each and every service unit to reach their 2015 Girl Membership Goal. And together we believe we can reach 32,000 girls this membership year. Currently, 23,367 girls are posted in Personify, and we are 73% of reaching our goal of 32,000 girls. 30 additional service units are within 25 girls of goal, and we hope to congratulate all of you shortly. We once again will be offering parent open houses the week of April 13th. Our parent open houses help to demystify the Girl Scout leadership experience for parents. They are offered at each of our regional offices with the exception of Rockland, which will be located at the Palisade Mall. Girl Scouting is a year-round experience for girls. Parents can learn more about summer camp, program opportunities, and leadership. Parents will be able to early bird register their daughters and earn a patch for their daughter to wear on the back of their sashes. Parents will RSVP to Ann Chow. Please note April 13th is our parent open house in the Kingston office. April 14th is our Poughkeepsie office. April 15th is up in Rockland at the Palisade Mall. April 16th is in our Pleasantville office, and April 17th is in our Middletown office. All parent open houses will run 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. We did have a question, and the question is it for parents of registered girls? And the answer is yes. However, if a parent of a potential girl would like to attend to find out about Girl Scout opportunities, then that is fine. Another question is, will there be activities for children? The answer is this is an open house for parents, and children may attend, but there are no activities planned for children. Are there any other questions at this time on our girl goals, those service units who have reached goals, or on our parent open houses? You may have noticed that in Headlines and Happenings, just Friday, we sent out information in Headlines and Happenings for Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson parent open houses. And the RSVPs are going to Ann Chow, and she tells me that they're coming in fast and furious. So that's very exciting. Please, as leaders and service unit team members and volunteers, please spread the word. Okay, where do we advertise to parents? It has already gone out in Headlines and Happenings. It will be on the website if it's not already. It will go out to potential parents who have called in or emailed in that they're interested in Girl Scouting for their daughters. It will go on the leader meeting agendas, the April leader meeting agendas. We'll put it on Facebook and Twitter. So we'll get it out in as many ways as possible. Okay, and if you have additional questions as we move along, then that's fine. And you certainly can always call me, Mary Bennis. It's mbeniss@girlscoutshh.org, or you can call me at 914-747-3080. My extension is 732, and Ann's is 723. We kind of flip-flop there. Okay, so please remember, parents should RSVP to Ann Shao. Next on the agenda, and we're going to, if you just bear with us for a moment, we're going to unmute Ruthie Travato and Katrina Dearden. Again, Ruthie is our Camp Addison Boyce Camp Director in Rockland County, and Katrina Dearden is a Program Manager, and she is our Camp Director at Rockhill. Ladies, you're unmuted. We're going to move on to the next slide. Okay. Day Camp, Camp Addison Boyce. Ladies?
Hi.
Hi.
So, my name is Katrina. I am the camp director at Rockhill Resident Camp. And as you can see, we do have 3 camps that Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson offers. And these 3 camps allow girls to have amazing opportunities to have fun, grow, and learn all summer long. Because we have 3 camps, we are able to offer programs for various interests and ages. And whether your camper loves the arts, the outdoors, water activities, or even horseback riding, we have programs just for her. So all 3 camps are American Camp Association accredited. We do meet and exceed safety standards set by the ACA, local health departments, and the Girl Scouts USA. And sessions at all 3 camps are filling up fast. So some are already full, but we do have spaces available at every camp. And now I'm going to let Ruthie talk about Addison Boyce on the next slide.
Great. Hi, everyone. This is Ruthie Travato. I'm pleased to be presenting to you tonight. Day Camp CAD style. Camp Addison Boyce is a day camp located in Tompkins Cove in Rockland County, New York. That's just about 10 minutes south of Bear Mountain. We have 350 beautiful acres of properties that border Harriman State Park, and we are situated on a really gorgeous lake. Our camp season is running this year from Monday, July 6th through Friday, August 14th. We do offer busing with many stops throughout Rockland County. It's really convenient. There's no extra fee for busing. You just sign up. Once your registration is processed, you'll get information about that. There are bus monitors on the bus with the campers, and those staff receive training and safety procedures to deal with on the bus. We offer a wide variety of activities at camp, and we have a pool, which opened in 2008. We give daily swim lessons to the campers using the American Red Cross Learn to Swim program. We also have an archery range, a low ropes course on site, and the girls get to participate in these programs several times a week. That's girls of all age levels. A daily schedule at CAB might starts at 9 a.m. with a morning flag ceremony and some announcements. On Monday, there's time to get to know one another, and the girls get to spend time planning the week. We do have specialty programs that are programmed into the schedule. We have boating, we have arts and crafts, nature, and fishing. But the units do get to have a say in their schedule and plan different activities like tie-dye, cookout, hiking. We have wonderful trails right there in Harriman, and time to work on badges. Campers do need to bring their lunch daily. We have refrigeration at camp. And the camp day ends at 4 o'clock with a closing flag ceremony and some last-minute announcements. We still have plenty of spots, but registration is filling up quickly, so we're really excited about all the programs we're offering. Our ages run from entering first grade all the way up through 15 years old, so about 10th grade. One of our first through third grade programs is called Challenges, Puzzles, and Games, oh my, and it is set to be a blast. Our youngest campers will spend the week of July 27th to the 31st figuring out all kinds of puzzles, going on scavenger hunts, trying initiative games, and playing plenty of games. They'll have the opportunity to earn the Making Games or the Fair Play badge, which is great. For our juniors, we have 2 different tracks at CAB. We have a 1-week track and a 2-week track. So there are 6 1-week sessions, and there are 3 2-week sessions. For the 1-week program, it doesn't include a sleepover, but the sessions are going to be great. We have Hiking We Will Go, which is from July 13th through the 17th, and it's a great session for campers who like to hike but may not be avid hikers, so it's a kind of a good way to get them into it. We're lucky enough to have Harriman right there, like I said, and plenty of easy trails for the campers to traverse. This session will also include outdoor skill building like knots, learning how to cook out on the outdoors, using a compass, and they can even work on badges like the geocacher badge. It's a good start for our new outdoor badges that we're offering through Girl Scouts. For the 2-weekers, they do have a sleepover on their 2nd week, which is a great opportunity for our 4th and 5th graders. The What's Gonna Work teamwork session, 3rd to the 14th, is sort of like Brownie's Challenges, Puzzles, and Games, but this is a great opportunity for 4th and 5th graders to test their teamwork skills and learn about themselves while they're working with others. They'll work a lot on the ropes course, maybe participate in a scavenger hunt or an amazing race type activities. What's great about the emphasis on teamwork at this age group is it's the girls' first opportunity to sleep over, and so the girls get that chance to bond with each other for the 2 weeks that they're in this session. And last, I'll just touch on this wonderful program we have at CAB called the Camp Program Aids Program. It's for campers who are in grades 9 and 10 who are under 15 at the start of camp. CPAs is a transitional kind of program for our older campers who are ready to take on a little more responsibility at camp and help out in our specialty areas like arts and crafts and nature and boating. The girls in this program, for the first time, because it kind of spans 2 years for them, the first girls will get their program aids core training, which will help them learn how to work with younger Girl Scouts, and they can earn their program aids pin. And once they receive that training, then they can go out into the specialty programs and work with our specialty staff and the younger campers. So it's a really great opportunity that we have at CAB. But like I said, you want to jump on this quickly because it's filling up fast. And you can reach me via email. My address is, well, I should have put that there, but I didn't. It's rtrovato@girlscoutshh.org, and I'm sure that Mary can put that out there when we put up the webinar.
Yes, the last screen will have all our emails, so if you think of any questions as you move forward, you can certainly connect with any one of your presenters. So let's stop for a minute and see if there's any specific questions for Camp Addison Boyce in Rockland before we move on to Rockhill. If you have a question, just type it into your question log. Oh, okay. It doesn't look, Ruthie, it doesn't look like we have any questions. Fabulous job. Let's move forward to Katrina. Katrina, you're unmuted. We're going to unmute you. Bear with us for a moment. Okay, Katrina, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, do you have anything more to say?
If you can go to the next slide.
Yes.
So
Okay,
at
we're all set.
Thank you. Rockhill Camp is located in Mahopac or Mahopac, depending on which local you talk to. And we have about 190 acres with access to Long Pond Lake, which you can see in the picture at the bottom. We are having 7 weeks this summer that we are going to be open, starting on June 28th, going all the way to August 14th. And Rockhill Resident Camp is an amazing property. We're able to offer high ropes, low ropes, swimming, boating, arts and crafts, nature, outdoor cooking, backpacking, archery, and trips. And girls, when they come to stay with us, can, depending on the program, we have programs ranging from 2 days all the way up to 3 weeks. And girls can stay in either cabins or platform tents, which have access to modern wash houses. There's opportunities for cabin programs for all ages, and the tents are for girls entering 4th grade and up. We do have a food service, and they are very good at accommodating picky eaters. So as long as you tell us that on the health form that you turn in, then we are very good at making sure that everyone has something to eat. And there's always a hot meal, and then there's a salad bar or a breakfast bar that goes along with it. We also have a nurse on property for any medication, so your kids are definitely safe with us. I'd like to spotlight a couple different programs that we're offering this year. New this year is a program called Me and My Gal, and that's going to be for girls entering grades 1st and 2nd, and they get to bring an accompanying female adult with them. So the adult would get to come to camp with their camper. You would have the opportunity to stay for 2 days and 1 night, kind of see how Rockhill operates. You get to participate in all of the activities. The girls get to kind of sample. They get to go swimming while they're there. They'll try boating. They'll get to go do some team building activities, some nature programming, arts and crafts, kind of a sampler of all the fun things that Rockhill has to offer. And the adult will get to do that with them as well, so they can kind of see how everything runs. Our High Adventure program is for girls entering 9th to 11th grade, and they get to stay with us for 2 weeks. The first week they're kind of backpacking and canoeing around camp, but then on the second week they actually get to go up into the Adirondacks and they do a portaging, canoeing, and backpacking trip. Last year I know it was a lot of fun. They went with a bunch of Boy Scout groups and they actually beat all of the boys in the backpacking adventure, so they were very excited about that. And they get to do a lot of survival and different kind of outdoor skill programming while they're there as well, which is really exciting. So if you have any questions about Rockhill Camp, once again, those programs are filling, but we do have spots left for every age group at this time. So if you have any questions, you can absolutely let me know or send me an email.
Katrina, we have a question. Is an adult required for the 1st and 2nd graders in Me and My Gal?
Yes, there is an adult required to go for that particular program.
Okay. Any other questions? Please type them into the question log. Do not forget that we will show everyone's email address at the end, and you certainly can connect with us if you think of questions as you move along. So, Katrina, it looks like you did a fabulous job too. We thank you, ladies, and we're going to unmute you. Of course, we'll keep you on the call, and we're going to mute you, and then we'll keep you on the call just in case we have questions as we think of them. So. Next on the agenda is Jamie Pratt, Director of Volunteer Development, and she's here to speak to you about the service team core positions.
Hi, everyone. On the slide here, you see what we are designated as core team positions. Not that all the others don't matter, it's just that we feel that this gives you a great lineup to be a successful service team. And we're going to mention this because we have a process that we're going to try and put in place. So these, as you can see, service unit manager, recruiter, registrar, treasurer, full product sales, cookie chair, annual giving chair, and delegate with the alternate. We're going to call them the core team positions. The ones we put into supportive positions were your consultants, the adult recognitions coordinator, and the specialties that maybe your service unit has made. We need these people. They're very important, but we feel that if someone had to, they could help cover until you found one of those positions to be filled. What we're trying to firm up this spring is trying to get your 2016 Girl Scout year team positions filled. And the ones that are already on your team, we are trying to get a signed volunteer agreement. So we have put together a timeline, and it's not to the exact date, but it's the process, the draft of a timeline that we're going to try and hold to. That would be, you're hearing right now about the service team positions, and we will be asking you for the rosters, which we do every year. You will be sending the rosters back to Ann Chow. They're going to be due on May 1st, and that's your team lineup with everybody on that you're going to have, and it also helps you think of who you still need.
I'm going to ask, this is Mary, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask that Ann to send out the service unit team position roster. The first one is going to have all your core positions. So we want to encourage you to fill those core team positions. We know that by filling those core positions that your service unit team must be successful. We're also going to send a second sheet, and we're going to ask you to keep it separate, is to fill in those supportive team positions. So I know we're saying a consultant is a support team position. Many of your consultants are also recruiters. So you may put them, please put them on that first page that lists them as recruiters. And that way we know this is the recruiter for this particular school. In some of your service units, you do it by school. They also may be listed as consultants because they support the Daisy level or the Brownie level or the junior level. And this will come out from Ann Chow. We're asking you to really think of, in all of April, to fill in those positions, to get it back to us by May 1st. Don't forget May 1st, and Jamie's going to go into to that incentive piece. All service units who send a completed service team core position roster by May 1st, we'll get your pins if you have team members who haven't received their pins. Some of your team members have already gotten their first year, so they have that. Oh, the pin is the first year, the dangler is the second year, and some of your team may be going on to their third year at this point. And we give you those free of charge. You put on your team roster how many pins do you need, how many second year, and this year you'll tell us how many third year danglers you need. Jamie?
Okay. So after you receive the blank roster and send it back to Ann, then Ann around May 15th will send you your position description with your responsibilities, and also in that email will be included a signature form that says that you've read your responsibilities. You'll sign it electronically, so no mail, we'll just do it online, and then send it back. We are hoping to have everything gathered by July 1st. And then in August 1st, we'll send out reminders for those who might have just, it slipped their mind to do it. So we'd like to get a complete set of volunteer agreements, which is really a signature off of your volunteer positions. We really should have them on file, and we used to do it more in the past, but we're trying to get back on track and do them again. Any questions on?
We have a question. Can you go back to the first slide? Can you let us know, do you mean the service unit core position slide? Because yes, we'll go back there, right? Yes. Okay, that's what we thought. All right, so let's go back a minute. The core service unit team core positions, here you have them. So you have your service unit manager, your recruiter, your registrar, your treasurer, your fall product sale chair, your cookie chair, your annual giving chair, and your delegate and alternate. So we'll just leave that up for 1 second. Certainly you can connect with Jamie or myself if you have any questions as we move along. All right, so the next slide was your support team positions, and that was your consultant, your adult recognition coordinator. Some of you have publicists, some of you have special events coordinators. There's a lot of titles out there, and we understand that people are looking to do different positions. We think that's great. We want you very much to focus on your core positions, especially for that May 1st deadline. We have 3 more questions. What kind of recognition should service unit core team receive at the end of the year? What kind of recognitions?
Generally, the service unit manager thinks of like a personalized gift. It depends on how big her service team is and how much money your service unit has. It might mean a mug. It might mean a special pen. It could be any kind of a thank you that the service unit manager feels they would like to give.
We have another question. What does the registrar do these days? I've been told they have no access to correct anything. Well, I will tell you, given that I am the Director of Membership Services, I cannot tell you how important the registrars are to my membership services team. I know that they send out monthly listings of all the girls that are registered. They connect with you if there's troops that have not re-registered. We always ask your support in connecting with those service units that are not registered to date. Our MBR 7000 that we send out monthly gives your troops by service unit and the number of girls and adults that are registered. So I can't thank you enough for the efforts that you have provided to membership services to help get all those girls back into Girl Scouting, re-registering. Early bird registration is upon us. We're going to talk a little about it tonight. The word from you, how important early bird registration is, how important it is to register before June 30th, that the girls receive online patches and early bird patches, the importance of on-time registration. That all comes from you. That enthusiasm and excitement comes from you, and we couldn't do it without you. I think we have another question about the secretary. Secretaries are important. They would be on the supporting team position. I think that any service unit that has a secretary and has minutes, I think it's certainly very, very helpful. But as a core team position, there are so many service units that don't have a secretary or minutes any longer. Some people record it on their telephone. The different options that a service unit could continue to grow and to serve girls in their service unit, even if you don't have that secretary. I'm not saying that we don't love the secretaries, because we do. I'm just saying that they're a support team. On the website, is there a description of each of the responsibilities for each position?
I actually have to go look and make sure they're all out there. I believe they are all out there. If not, we will check and make sure they are, but you will get your individual one sent to you. The question is, can you send out the position descriptions before we fill the positions so that we can let our members know exactly what the job is? Can we send them to the service unit managers? Okay. We'll attach them when she sends you the slip to fill them out. We'll attach the position descriptions.
Okay, so we'll attach the position description. I'll have Ann attach the position descriptions to the roster that she will send out at the end of March. Okay, we can do that. I need to replace one of my delegates. Is there any special or additional information I need to submit?
You can go out to the website and you read the delegate position, and then you fill out the delegate profile and send it to jpratt@girlscoutshh.org. They can serve at the annual meeting on April 18th if I get all the papers on file in time.
Okay, and they're filling the existing term.
Right.
So if you have a delegate who is moving away and she has another year, of course the new delegate is filling the term. The key is we must have a profile on file. Jamie, you need to send it to Jamie Pratt, jpratt@girlscoutshh.org. She has to have that paperwork on file. They have to be voted in. I know at this time somebody's filling a term. They might be voted in by the service unit team. You may not have an open election in your service unit, but we definitely appreciate when someone steps up to fill a term. What is a service unit specialty position? Well, those would be me and my guy dance coordinator. Maybe you have an outdoor specialist.
Public relations.
I don't know, secretary, marketing and communications. Maybe you have a webmaster. I think every service unit has different needs and different specialty positions. Okay, yes, we will send all of the position descriptions to the service unit manager at the end of March, attached to the core team position spreadsheet and the supporting team position Excel spreadsheet. Okay, Jamie, do you want to move on to early bird?
So we're going to talk a little bit about early bird. It's that time of year. I'd like to give you the 10 reasons to go online, besides the fact that that means that my staff doesn't have to type 50,000 pieces of paper in. But for you, if you go online, you can begin your registered year and prepare for everything Girl Scouting has to offer quicker. Number 2, you go paperless. Save a tree. Conserve our environment. Number 3, register 75% of your troop, and your troop will be entered into a drawing to win free admission to one of 2 of the most popular council events, Girl Fest or Jam and Jimmies. And they sell out every year, so if you can get free admission, that would be great. Number 4, all girls registered online will earn an additional online patch, free. Number 5, all girls registered will earn a free early bird patch. So each girl gets 2 free patches if you get them in early bird and online. Number 6, troop leaders who register their troop online will be entered into a drawing to win a commemorative coin. Number 7, all troops who register, 1 adult for every troop girl, 2 girls will receive a coupon for 10% off Girl Guides or Journey Books or skill building badge activities in the shop. Number 8, register for programs and connections online with ease. Because sometimes, you know, if we're waiting the day to input it, you won't have the girls listed on the computer to enter into some of the connection events. Number 9, as a troop, as a leader, girl registrations and information will be visible under Manager Troop immediately. Number 10, encourage parents to re-register their daughters online. Parents will provide information and use their own credit cards, resulting in less work for the volunteer leaders.
And the the incentive offers expire June 30th, 2015. So let me go back and find my little notes. Okay, so your early bird, you have to register by June 30th to receive your free early bird patch for every girl. You have to register online before June 30th to earn the second online patch at no charge to your girls or your troops. And again, you have to free admission to one of the most popular council-wide events, etc., etc. Okay. Are there any questions? Well, let's continue a little bit on the early bird special, and then you can ask questions.
So GSHH has said that you'll be able to go online and register your girls as of April 1st. And then that we showed you the patch to early bird. The online patch order form for me to pick out the patch is not available yet, but it will be soon. So we'd like to start registrations as of April 1st. Go out there, try and get your troops registered before September 25th. You as a leader can do your whole troop, girls and adults, so that it's done. After September 25th, and this happens every year, GSHH you will not be able to get in and re-register your troop as a whole. At that point, only parents will be able to re-register their daughters. So it's so much easier if you go out there and click, click, click. You have to remember, however, that it does ask you to fill in the profile of the person that you were re-registering. So it is a couple pages long, not that many questions, but it is a little bit time-consuming. I would highly recommend that you have the parents do it, and then the parents can do it from home and pay with their own credit card. The key factors are, after September 25th, a leader can enter brand new girls and adults to their troop. A hint is you should register the adult first, because if you do the girl first, you put her parent in as the guardian, and then she's in the computer, and when you go to try and register the adult, it'll say she already exists, so she's not brand new. So do adults first and then the girl. One other factor that we find every year that people have problems with is choosing the right year. You need to choose the year that says, because if you're doing it now, you can still register for 2015. What you want to do when you're early birding is to select the one that says October 1st, 2015 through September 30th, 2016 to get the right year. Because then we won't have to call you or look it up and find out that possibly there was a mistake in the system and you registered twice for 2015 instead of 2016.
I will say that those parents that drag their feet and drag their feet and drag their feet, and we know there's many, ultimately when they register very late in the year, and we're registering about 200 girls a week. And these are girls that have been Girl Scouts, who have been participating in Girl Scouting, but are not registered. And what ends up happening is they finally register, and they're thinking they're registering for next year, 2016, but they're registering for this year. And they always get terribly confused, and those are the parents that say, but I registered, but I registered. Yes, you registered for this current year, 2014-15, and that's where it went in. So encourage them to pick the right year. It is very, very important. I have a question about leaders being able to register new girls year-round. That is true. It has always been true. Leaders can re-register the girls in their troop until September 25th. After that, only parents can re-register girls. But if it's a girl who's never been a Girl Scout, and I'm talking about never, that if they were a Girl Scout 2 years ago, the system considers them re-registering. But new girls, so all those brand new Daisy leaders that are coming in, girls never been Girl Scouts, the leader can register all new girls online all year long. So even if you have a junior troop and you're accepting a new girl, brand new girl, moved into your service unit, and you have welcomed her with open arms, and she's never been a Girl Scout, you as the leader will be able to register her all year long. All right, the question is, when you say whole troop, does it have to be the whole troop? What if some parents won't commit in time for early bird?
No, it can be 1 of 10 girls, it can be 2 of 10 girls, it can be 3 girls, 2 adults. Up until September 25th, you can do part or whole troops.
Okay. I will remind you that what has been happening and what I have been noticing is that now we have a lot of frantic leaders, frantic parents, cookie time, and I can't see the girl on my troop management. I'm going to ask you as leaders to try to keep on top of that, because if the parent truly registered her, she should show in troop management almost immediately. So if you notice that they're not there, I'm going to ask you to call one of your membership services managers, because what I've noticed has been happening is a lot of them are registered, but they're not registered in their troop. So at some point in the process, they're not recognizing that the
parent is not putting in the troop number.
So they end up in Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson, kind of like a pot, or Service Unit 999. And what we've been doing is just printing the screen and emailing Kathy McDonald or Patty Reyna, and then having the girl transferred right into the troop. But that's one of the clues is, oh, I don't see her in troop management. And what we need to do is be a little bit more diligent in seeing if they're truly registered. And then there are those parents who thought they registered, didn't register, never registered, and I have had to say 100 times in the past couple of weeks, no, your daughter is not registered. So keep that in mind.
Another great reason for the registrar, because we need you to be up on how many girls you feel your service unit should have versus what we send you the report in.
Okay, we have another question. Do parents have to create an online account in order to re-register if they initially registered on paper? If so, how does the new online account match up with the girl already in the system?
Yes, they have to sign up. They have to create a login ID and password, and they're on the register online screen. It says new online account. They make one, and because the parent is a guardian, it comes into their family screen. So she'll be with the family screen, even if she did paper before.
And I will tell you from one who's not great, every year I go to register myself online. Every year I can't find my password. I'm one of those people who said the hardest part is finding your password. And then I have to call customer service and say, would you please reset my password because I don't remember what it is. And then, of course, I register online. But I'm one of those people who do forget their password. If they have forgotten their password and cannot get into the system, they're going to have to connect with customer service at girlscoutshh.org, and Kathy McDonald or Patty Reyna will be glad to support you through the online process. The question next is, wouldn't it be easier leader all around to not permit parents to re-register. Too much confusion, too many errors, and the leader isn't aware of exactly when it's done. A leader won't make those mistakes. You still, as leaders, have the opportunity to re-register your girls online. I would encourage you to get the most updated information if you were going to do that. You know that especially this year with the DOC, the parent email address was particularly important. So I think as the leader, it's really your call. It does take some time to re-register your troop. You have to keep that in mind. But you, as the leader, can register girls all the way through September 25th. After that, then it's going to be the parents who register. So I'm going to say it's your call, and you will make that decision. There are a lot of troops who prefer the parents come and they do it together. There's a laptop, and the parent comes in, and the leader's standing there, and the leader is having the parent fill it out and make all the updates. And then she knows everyone that's registered. So I think you can think about what works best for your troop. Girls cannot, parents cannot, the question is, why can't leaders re-register their girls all year long? Because this is not our software database. This belongs to GSHH. And as of October 1st, what happens is girls who did not re-register before October 1st, the leaders would not see them in their troop because the system says, oh, they didn't re-register them, drop them out of the troop, because if we left everybody on, you'd have 100 girls listed if you'd been in here 10 years and several left a year. It's just a system way that it runs, and when the year turns over, they're inactive, so they go off the troop leader, but a parent can access them because the parent owns that child's membership. And I think, too, the system is really designed for parents to update information because parents, address changes, email changes, cell phone number changes, and it's just easier for the parent to give the most up-to-date information. Okay, we're going to move on, and please, if you feel you have more questions, you'll be able to connect with us whenever you'd like. So we've decided to have a little fun with Early Bird. So what we're going to do is have a little bit of competition with your neighbor, with your other service units. So we're going to show you the screen print in a minute, which will make it fun. But here's what you need to know. We're going to have this little program that any service unit that re-registers their girl by Early Bird, we're going to make the top service unit entitled to some surprises. So there's a surprise for the top service unit who registers the most girls percentage-wise and adults percentage-wise. So even if you have 10 in your service unit, it's based on the percent that re-register by June 30th. This is an adult incentive because your girls are already getting 2 patches. Then, if that service unit that has the most re-registered, if 75% of those re-registrations are done online, we have a second small prize for you. So let's join in the front, and you can watch on the service unit, on the website, you can watch your early birds fly to the top of the tree. Yeah. So if you'll see, the 2 top birds are talking because they're going to challenge each other. The one says there's prizes if you're the top service unit, and the other says if in that top service unit 75% are done online, you'll get another small surprise. We're going to have it so you can go to the website weekly
and see where your bird is. If you look at the bottom, those are all the birds waiting to get their wings. You have to get at least 50% of your service unit, early birding, adults and girls, doesn't matter, and then those little birdies will start to fly to the top. So many of us know leaders, friends in the opposite service unit, so let's get the competition on. Make your service unit be the top #1 service unit. So watch the website, get everybody to register early bird, and we hope this is going to be a fun thing to do.
And this is where those registrars come in. Hip, hip, hooray, let's go, let's see what we can do. By 75% registered online, do you mean by either parent or leader?
Yes, I'll be able to tell because when you register online, your registration comes in as an e-commerce registration, so I can tell how many did paper and how many did online.
So you want leaders and parents to register online for that second incentive.
Yep. And the incentives are for the adults this time. Usually we give the patches to the girls, but we're going to have a little something for you.
Okay, please, if you have any questions, type them into the log. You've been doing a great job. This is wonderful. It also makes our recording filled with a lot of information. No hint as to the surprise.
Not yet.
You did hear her say small, though, didn't you?
Yes, and I have to tell you, I have not shared with anyone but Mary, this is Jamie, what those 2 surprises are, because sometimes our staff gets a little enthusiastic and competitive themselves and will give out information. So if you meet Mary and I, you can ask us. You won't get an answer, but it is a secret at this time.
Especially for me because I've already forgotten. When you say each adult gets the incentive, do you mean leaders or do you also mean parents?
Any adult who re-registers early bird is included.
Okay. Somebody thinks I'm funny. Another topic. How do we find out how long our leaders have been members or served?
You have to ask them. We do not keep that. It's asked on their membership registration form, but that's not always accurate, so you need to ask.
Yeah, it's important to ask them. You know, a lot of things are how many girl years, how many adult years, and they are truly on their honor to give you the answer. Okay, the question is, how will it work for a service unit like Poughkeepsie, where the bulk of our girls are registered in council troops and in after-school programs? Percentage of troops? Is it the percentage of?
It's the percent. Yeah, it will be based on troop because most of the staff run or in-school programs are not done by this, you know, for the re-registering early bird. So I will calculate it on troop girls and adults.
So if you have 15 troops, 15 volunteer-led troops, girls participating in the troop pathway, that's what we'll base it on. It won't be based on the number of girls that participate in Girl Scouting through other, like a series pathway. Okay. All right. I'm going to move on to the next slide. And please continue to ask your questions. But I just want to let you know that we canceled our April 27th webinar. But please save the date for our next in-person regional meeting webinar where Council Connections are made possible. So I want you to look at this screen, and of course this information will be going out in multiple ways, but our May dates are in person. In Dutchess, it's May 4th, and it's located in the Poughkeepsie Galleria. It's up through the food court, and you'll find us in the room, community room it's called, and it's on the second floor. In Sullivan County, it's going to be May 7th, and that is at the Ted Strobel Recreation Center. In Putnam, it's May 11th, and that is at the Mayapack Library. By the way, they're all 6:30 to 8:30. In Orange, it's May 12th, and it is in the Middletown Regional Office. May 13th, it's in Rockland at the New City Regional Office, specifically the Provident Training Center. In Westchester, it's May 14th, and it's at the Pleasantville Regional Office. And in Ulster, it's May 18th at the Kingston Regional Office. So you watch for headlines and happenings, and you click to register. Please spread the word and encourage your team to sign up. We would like your current team to attend, and any new service unit team volunteers who are stepping up for next year. We'd also like you to, we are going to try something new this year. We would also like to invite all new leaders that have come on board since January to join us for a formal welcome. We recognize that you formally welcome a lot of your volunteers in September and October and November from all those wonderful spring recruitments that you do for next year. But we also know that sometimes troop leaders who join us now in January, February, sometimes between the cookie sale and everything that's going on, you may not have had the opportunity to welcome them. So please, we plan on inviting those new troops that started after January, those new troop leaders. We'll be sending out an invitation to them, but please feel free to extend the invitation. We will be welcoming them at the beginning of the meeting, and we will certainly welcome to stay for the business meeting, or they can certainly leave after the welcome. So please continue to type into your question logs. Oh, I have a question on the annual meeting. When and where is the annual meeting?
April 18th at Cortland Manor. Invitations went out Friday to all delegates and board members, and it is also available from our website.
It's at the same location as last year. I feel like it's the Colonial Manor, but check in Cortland Manor, but check the website. Any other questions? Okay, so we have a question about who goes to the annual meeting.
Anyone is allowed to go. The people that go that can vote that night are board members, your delegates. An alternate can fill in for a regular delegate. They can't vote. If you have two delegates going and an alternate goes, the alternate will not have voting rights that night, but the two delegates will. We vote on the new board members. So anybody really can go because it's an open annual meeting to get the annual report of Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson.
And in the morning is the adult recognitions, and we encourage you to come out and support those volunteers that are receiving those recognitions. Okay, let's give it another minute if you have any other questions before we wrap up. Okay, again, your presenters, Mary Bennis, Director of Membership Services. I can be reached at mbennis@girlscoutshh.org. You heard from Katrina Dearden. She's a program manager and the camp director at Camp Rockhill, and she is KDEARDEN at girlscoutshh.org. You heard from Ruthie Travato, camp director at Camp Addison Boyce, and she is at RTROVATO at girlscoutshh.org. gshh.org, and then Jamie Pratt, the Director of Adult Development, at jpratt@girlscoutshh.org. Kira, you have a question about Allison. Yes, Allison is still in the Ardsley Girl Scout community, and she's the fearless leader of our Operation Cookie Drop. Oh, and the annual meeting is at the Colonial Terrace in Cortlandt Manor. Okay, not Cortlandt Colonial. Okay, it's at the Colonial Terrace in Cortlandt Manor. Colonial Terrace. I think you're, Kira, I think you're asking me about, have we recognized Allison for her efforts? Yes. I don't have that information in front of me right now, but she has earned some of the higher awards for her continued service to more than one geographic region, and of course her continued efforts with Operation Cookie Drop. You know what? Check with Pat or Laura. We might be able to see if she's gone all the way to the Thanks Badge 1 or Thanks Badge 2, because I'm really not certain. Okay. So I want to let you know that this webinar will be available on our website. I really do think we recorded it this time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact any one of our presenters on your screen, and we'll be happy to answer any additional questions. And I thank you all again for joining us, and have a good night.